In her latest attempt to maintain relevance in the entertainment industry, Meghan Markle has ventured into the crowded realm of celebrity cooking shows. However, unlike authentic culinary personalities who invite viewers into their actual homes, the Duchess of Sussex has chosen a different route by filming in a rented mansion worth £5 million instead of her own Montecito estate. This show, designed to position Meghan as a domestic goddess, has drawn criticism from culinary experts, including renowned chef Gordon Ramsay, who expressed disdain for the production's lack of authenticity. A source close to Ramsay revealed that the entire premise feels manufactured, likening it to serving frozen food and calling it homemade. Industry insiders have begun questioning the decision to rent a separate property for filming, especially when Meghan's own residence, valued at over $14 million, is just minutes away. Critics argue this choice exemplifies the Duchess's meticulously curated public image, often prioritizing appearance over substance. The rented mansion, with its pristine kitchen that resembles a movie set more than a lived-in space, adds to the perception that this is merely another part of Meghan's ongoing Hollywood production. Everything appears perfectly placed, lit, and artificial, according to a production crew member who wished to remain anonymous. This approach runs counter to what modern cooking shows strive for: authenticity and relatability. The show's premise follows a familiar format, with Meghan supposedly sharing personal recipes and kitchen memories. However, sources close to the production revealed that professional chefs were consulted extensively behind the scenes, raising questions about how many of these personal recipes genuinely originated from Meghan herself. Former royal chef Darren McGrady, who served the British royal family for 15 years, expressed skepticism about Meghan's culinary credentials. He pointed out that during her time as a working royal, there was no indication of any real passion for cooking. It seems convenient that this interest has surfaced now when streaming deals need content, he remarked. The production team has gone to great lengths to present the rented property as an intimate setting, complete with carefully staged family photos and strategically placed personal items. However, the artificiality becomes clear when comparing the show's setting to glimpses of Meghan's actual kitchen in previous interviews and documentaries. Marketing experts suggest this latest venture is part of a broader strategy to rebrand Meghan as more approachable and domestic, especially following criticism that her previous projects were overly focused on grievances against the royal family. It's a calculated move, says media analyst Patricia Henderson, but the choice to film in a rented house rather than her own home undermines the authenticity they are trying to project. There are also questions about resource allocation, with reports indicating that the rental property costs a staggering £50,000 per day. This expenditure seems particularly questionable when Meghan's actual residence reportedly features a professional-grade kitchen that could have served as a more genuine backdrop. Critics have pointed out the irony of Meghan preaching about home cooking while creating an artificial environment for the show. It's like she's playing house, says celebrity chef Marcus Williams, highlighting that in an era where audiences crave authenticity, this approach feels tone-deaf and out of touch. The show's promotional materials emphasize connection through food and family traditions, yet the decision to manufacture this connection in a rented space contradicts the very message being sold. Social media users quickly noted this disconnect, with one Twitter user sarcastically commenting, "Nothing says authentic home cooking like a borrowed kitchen in a rented mansion." Industry veterans have compared this approach unfavorably to other celebrity cooking shows like Chrissy Teigen's Authentic Kitchen Ventures or Stanley Tucci's Intimate Italian Cooking Series, which succeed because they embrace imperfections and personal touches that make cooking relatable. The controversy surrounding the show's location has overshadowed its actual content, with food critics focusing more on the setting's authenticity than the culinary offerings. Early reviews suggest that the recipes themselves are basic and uninspired, leading some to question whether the show's true purpose is to showcase cooking at all. Public relations expert James Morrison argues that this latest venture might backfire. When you're trying to convince the public of your authenticity, filming in a rented house instead of your own home sends exactly the wrong message, he explains. As streaming platforms increasingly demand content that feels genuine and personal, Meghan's cooking show appears to swim against the tide. The decision to create an artificial environment for what should be an intimate glimpse into her culinary world has left many wondering if this is yet another miscalculation regarding public sentiment. Ramsay's reported eye roll serves as a succinct encapsulation of the professional culinary world's reaction to Meghan's latest endeavor. While Meghan's team promotes the show as a heartfelt sharing of family recipes and cooking traditions, the artificial settings suggest otherwise. In conclusion, Meghan Markle's foray into the cooking show genre has sparked significant controversy. The choice to film in a rented mansion instead of her own home has raised questions about authenticity, and the backlash has been swift. Critics argue that if Meghan truly wanted to showcase her cooking skills, she should have done it in her actual kitchen. While her team defends the decision on practical grounds, the disconnect between the show's message and its execution remains evident.